You know, honestly, I have so many questions, but the main one being, how in the world do you sneak 3 boxes of cereal into the movie theaters? The next main question being, why do you not have the physical capability to throw your trash away? Like, seriously, didn't this stuff just open up so that you could get your fix of having to see the movies? How about you be a baseline decent human being and clean up after yourself? Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/iamatotalpieceofsh. And if you guys would love to show your support, be absolutely amazing, and see another video like this in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe and turn on those notifications. Alrighty, let's go. You know, here's the thing, you can't just slap Mr. Beast's face on everything associated with any sort of giveaway and expect it to work, okay? You know, I figured some stuff like this would eventually come up. Yeah, here's the thing, if you bought a console and are reselling it for almost twice or 3 times the value, basically anything above retail, yeah, go bench yourself. I wanted to get a PS5, but no, people set up these buying bots to be able to buy up as much as they were able to, and now they're just selling it for profit. And you know, they're actually selling them because people are impatient. Basically, if you have a scalping bot and you think that you're doing nothing wrong whatsoever, go throw yourself in the trash. Hey, I just have one question for you if you got a minute. Yes. Why the F do you think that tracing people's art is okay? Because it's hilarious. What makes stealing someone's work humorous? Mostly everyone knows it's a joke. The few that don't haven't even traced. Stealing is not a joke. Yeah, wasn't it one thing if somebody uses your photo as a reference to do theirs, but another thing when you just layer onto it and literally trace over it and then call it your own work? That's 2 different things, right? You know, honestly, I do not understand why people would even try to steal the controllers, because it's not the controllers that they're out of stock on all the time. Like, seriously, wait a month and then they'll have more stock. People aren't gonna be constantly scalping all of the product, all of the inventory all the time. Public safety alert. City of Toronto. People are selling game systems online. We've had numerous reports of robberies. Some robberies are with weapons and violence. Sellers advised to choose meeting areas carefully. Let someone know where you're meeting. Or, you know, just tell people not to sell anything when people are acting like junkies wanting to get it as soon as possible. Because desperation and impatience leads to violence, and thus here we go. The caption for this one said that the rainbow was already set on fire 5 times. Jesus. I will honestly never understand what motivates people to do stuff like this, and honestly, if you are just that type of person that wants to see stuff blow up, just do it at your own home. Don't try to go out in public and do it in front of a crowd and think you're actually cool, because that is not alright whatsoever. Sex change should be illegal, and any current trans should be forced to their original gender or simply executed. I'ma assume you're a dude. Imagine if you were born into a woman's body. Would you want to change? Yeah, so shut up, bro. They ain't hurting you. No one is born into the wrong body. If you're happy, you're happy. If you think you are a female when you're a male, that's called a mental illness and you're retarded. God, imagine being such a piece of trash that you hate other people just for existing. Oregon official calls out Brown's COVID-19 restrictions before Thanksgiving. Brown's new restrictions that include limiting the number of people in social gatherings to no more than 6. Tootie Smith, a Republican and incoming chairwoman of the Clackamas Board of County Commissioners, took to Facebook on Saturday to announce that despite new restrictions, she plans to celebrate Thanksgiving with as many family and friends as she can find. You know, Thanksgiving doesn't need to have absolutely every single family member in the same room, right? Imagine thinking that you're invincible just because you have close friends coming over and nobody else. But yeah, don't worry, they're close friends. I've known them for a long time. There's still 75 of them. The virus doesn't just hit only strangers. Like, it doesn't care if you've known them all your life. Hi, so if you got to this video due to clicking a link posted by a guy currently named blank, it is some weird troll stalker deviant. I have upset them somehow, and so they are now spamming my HTML video links on other videos in the hopes that people would click on my videos and dislike and abuse me in the comments. If you could report them and comment the HTML video link where they did it, that would be much appreciated. I apologize about your time being wasted, and hopefully together we can stop this weirdo. Thanks. Imagine disliking somebody so much you give them a shout out and get more engagement on their videos. But seriously though, this whole cancel culture thing where you just go and mass dislike and report somebody's videos to get it taken off is not okay whatsoever, and that goes the same for the people that have been posting their own video links in the comments to my videos. YouTube will automatically flag links, and when I go to check them out and see that they are actually other people, yeah, no, I'm gonna make sure you can't comment that again. Women bring domestic violence on themselves themselves. Any sane man is not gonna beat up women for fun. Usually, it's because she's being a barge. If it's because of alcohol abuse by the man, then alcohol is the problem and should be regulated more strictly. Yes, because two things. One, every person wants to go into a relationship with the hopes for this, and secondly, if somebody's doing something illegal, telling them stop that's illegal is probably not gonna stop much. That's like getting shot and then telling the person that shot you, you can't do that, that's illegal. Why are you selling a new console that has never been used that retails for $400 for $1,000? Supply and demand. Econ 101. Bruh, they are literally in stock. And even when you're reselling Idea, 1,000 is too high. Yeah, you can't really preach supply and demand when there's constant inventory restocking. That really only comes into play when there aren't any more being made, and there is still actually a demand for them. Plus, also, isn't the first batch of consoles usually the ones that have a lot of technical issues? Dear blank families, this morning we learned that blank elementary had a break-in over the weekend and that the interior of the building had been vandalized. Unfortunately, the extent of the damage is significant enough that the school will not reopen for in-classroom instructions on Monday. While we don't yet know the full scope of the work that will be required, we anticipate that the school will remain closed for in-classroom instructions this week. Look, I'm all for keeping schools closed until it is actually safe for kids to go back, but it does not need to be done through destruction of property. Oh great, this must be the same crowd that'll leave carts outside of a cart corral, but not in it, you know, cause it's just only right next, it's only 5 more feet, but you know what, you're a little too lazy. Hey dude, just for a convenience sake, since you did put the trash outside, there's enough room for you to hop right in. Oh, I hope you feel like a big man robbing 13 other people of being able to experience the new game consoles. Seriously, either if you see this and you have a bot that's supposed to put in false bids for these, I definitely applaud you for that, for messing up their system, but also for everybody wanting one, just be patient and the retail stores will restock, and then these guys won't be able to sell it for retail value. They'll have to sell it under because they're not a retail store themselves. Seriously, the only reason that these prices are up is because there aren't any retail stores in stock, but just give it a little bit of time and they will happen. But yes, I hate the collective lot of you on eBay with a burning passion, because it's jerks like you that made it so Walmart glitched up, and I was so close. Actually, I legit got to the page where it said place your order and it was glitching and out of stock because of these guys. Seriously, I had my address confirmed, my payment information confirmed, all I had to do was literally click the confirm order button, but nope, these guys. Refurbished gravesite children's toys. I have a garage full of refurbished toys. Me and friends clean the toys up from burial sites all over the county and package them up for resale. You are garbage. So you take toys off of children's grave sites, as in steal them? Yeah, that kind of seems like what's going on. I honestly didn't even know trash like this even existed. I always thought that people would be respectful of grave sites. Like, nobody goes into a graveyard and then plucks all the flowers that have been left at the tombstones. No, just if it's children toys, oh, they aren't using them. Okay, look, that's not a gingerbread man, that's not the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz, and I hate this person with a burning passion. Shout out to all the gamers out there. Yeah, you know, I'm so cool taking all the different consoles the second they come out so nobody else can have them. I'm so cool. Get bent. Anybody with a good amount of patience is definitely going to enjoy the fact that you're going to lose a lot of your money when you aren't going to be able to sell them even at retail base value. Anybody actually want to really watch it, you're going to have a lovely source of entertainment when these guys whine about not being able to sell their stuff at the prices they want to. Honestly, I'm just going to be hanging around my local buy and sell group offering below retail because that's the only way they're going to be able to sell it for. I usually mind my own business, but someone left a puppy in a car and I'm just wondering if they are coming back for it, or if they plan to leave it there all night. It's been about 45 minutes since I got home, and I just checked and it's still there. I only noticed the first time because it was loudly barking that didn't stop as I was grabbing my stuff out of the car, and I looked around to find it to make sure it was okay because I didn't know where it was or what was going on. I let concierge know, but they don't have access to parking information to contact the owner. I will place a call if necessary before bed to make sure he doesn't stay in there overnight. I'm not sure if this applies to everywhere, but I know in the majority of areas you can call 911 and then both you and the person on the phone can log the time, and then you're legally allowed to break the window as long as you have photo evidence that there actually was an animal in there. It's like some sort of confirming that this is actually an emergency kind of thing. Am I the butthole for punishing my 17-year-old son for things that aren't his fault? Gee, let me think. My son is 17 years old, and over the past few months, he's been acting very peculiar, and we came to blows over this, and he spoke back to me saying that they're not his fault, and he doesn't know what to do. Here's what I noticed from him. He's suddenly gone very lethargic very quickly. He'll get up, sit on his chair for about an hour, and be that tired that he'll sleep for another 3 or 4 hours, but will still be awake at night long. I've suggested him to go on walks as simple but effective exercise that will tire him out, so he'll sleep at least 6 to 8 hours at night. He declines because he's tired. He's stopped eating. This concerned me. He says that it's because he has zero appetite. I tried to make sure he was eating right when I first noticed this back around last December time. He was obviously thinned out beyond belief. You could see an uncomfortable number of bones. I also believed that this might be why he's tired all day. He drinks literally all the liquid I buy from my food shop and then some. Like, he'll say he's that thirsty and has a really dry throat when he drinks a 2-liter bottle of Coke in literally 2 or 3 attempts. A literal sip for him is essentially drinking a full pint. He complains about having to go to the toilet more often. I told him that this was because of the amount that he drinks. We had to stop twice when I was in the car with him the other day. The distance wasn't even 2 miles. Is me telling him that he needs to help himself worthy of me being the butthole? I made a new account for this post. Well, let's take this into note. You got him Coke instead of water, and he's still thirsty. Considering that water has more water in it than soda, that might actually be an issue. Either that or your son might be diabetic. So, go get him checked out to see if there actually is a health issue and if you have a family history of said underlying health issue. And yes, you definitely are the butthole, because not once did you actually think to get your son checked out for any actual health issues. That's like telling somebody with no legs to walk it off. Okay, you know what? This is the challenge for the comments. What's the biggest markup you've seen for the next-gen consoles? And with that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see another video like this in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.